just wondered, growing up in Ada, did you ever go to East Central games? And I don't know, when you were a little kid, did they offer you a scholarship, or just what are your thoughts about playing your hometown college?
Yeah, I went to a few games when I was younger. I mean, I didn't live in Ada for too long, so I didn't get to know the program too well, but I went to a few games.
And then just, it's an exhibition game, but you guys are getting to play somebody different. How, Eric talked the other day about you guys been going at it for so long, going back to summer. How excited you guys get to play somebody different?
Super excited just to see where we're at as a team. That we've been itching to find somebody to play, so it'll be fun.
And you guys are ranked 16th, and they announced season tickets are sold out. Just wondering how you feel about those things.
I mean, it's great. It's going to be a great experience to play in front of that many fans. I've never played in front of that many fans before, so it'll be exciting to finally get out there and play against somebody who's not us, in front of our fans.
And then with the team being ranked 16 to open the season, that hadn't happened here in quite a few years. How do you guys feel about that?
We're excited about it, but at the same time, we feel like we have a target on our back, and we also feel like we're the underdog. So just going into that, we just have to make sure that we execute and do everything that coach tells us to in order to win.
Okay, thanks. I might have a couple more if time allows. Thanks, Jaxson.
Yeah.
Scotty?
Yeah, hold on just a second. Jaxson, coach said that the other day, or he has a couple times now, that you're kind of a pretty low maintenance player. Was there a time when you weren't that way, or is it just kind of your personality to be, pretty low maintenance?
I'd probably say it's just my personality. I'm always just trying to do the right thing and just make sure that I'm doing whatever coach wants me to. And that's all it comes down to at the end of the day.
Eric told us too that, you kind of risen up in the rotation in training camp. What are some of the things that you've done to do that?
I would just say the little things. Like you said, just listen to coach, being low maintenance, doing all the right things, knocking down shots. That's really it.
Curtis?
Hey, Jaxson, you guys have been doing a lot of practicing over the last several months. I'm just curious, before you play somebody else, just what's your analysis on where you guys are at as a team? What do you think this group does well? What are some things that you feel like you need to work on?
I feel like we're at a good spot as a team. I feel like coach wants us to get better at a few things, mostly on the defensive side of the ball. But, I think that we shoot the ball well. And I feel like everybody wants to play for each other, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day.
And then I think everybody pretty much knew when you committed how good of a shooter you were. But what are some other areas of your game that you've seen some growth and improvement in since you got to campus?
I'd probably say my defense and my IQ, honestly. I feel like just being under Coach Muss, he's taught me a lot of things. I figured out a lot of things since I've been here. My work ethic has changed, all things like that.
Andrew Ellis?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Kevin McPherson? Scotty?
Yeah, Jaxson, I'm just curious for some thoughts you might have on Jalen Williams and, what the next step for him might be to, maybe reach an all-SEC, caliber.
I feel like Jalen's done everything he needs to. He's always in the gym, always working hard. He's always in the film room talking to coaches. He's a great teammate, always communicating. He just does all the little things that really matters as a big man, and he's a great teammate also.
Jerry Tipton?
I'm good. Thank you.
Bob, follow up?
Yeah, it's first time Jerry has never had a question. We need to send this into Naismith Hall of Fame. Hey, Jackson, the other day, we were talking to JD about his weightlifting regime. I guess he goes above and beyond. Even I'm sure you guys work hard anyway, but he does extra stuff. What do you think about JD's weightlifting?
I'd probably say the same thing as I did for Jalen. JD's just a hard worker. He's always going to make sure he does his job. Obviously, whatever he does in his free time, which is lifting, is his thing. So praise him for that.
And then I think it was Stanley said that Jalen's always talking, you know. Just wondering, does he say anything in particular, or what do you think about his how vocal he is, and what does that do for you guys?
It's huge for our team because one of the things that we're kind of working on right now as a team is communication. And Jalen's one of those top guys that's always going to talk, make sure everybody's in the right spot. He's just one of those leaders on the team right now that's making sure everybody's where they need to be.
Let's got one more. You're obviously one of the newcomers. There's some holdovers as well. How do you think the new guys and the returning guys are meshing as a team so far?
I think great. Everybody's meshing well. Everybody's bought in. I feel like everybody's bond is really close. So I think that'll lead us a long way.
Actually, I do one more that came to mind since we're getting Connor. You know, Connor's obviously, 7'3". He's not your run-of-the-mill height guy, but very skilled with the ball in his hands. Just what are your thoughts on Connor's game and what's it been like playing with him and getting to know him?
It's been great playing with Connor and just kind of seeing him develop as a player and as a person. Just seeing Connor build on what he built on last year for this team. Just seeing him knock down threes, rebound, and just seeing him communicate more is just the biggest thing that we need from him.
He seems like he's a nice passer too. What do you think about his passing skills?
He's a great passer. He's always going to find the open man when he's at the block posting up his man. So that's always good for somebody like me.
Okay, thanks, Jackson. Appreciate you.
Any other questions for Jaxson?
Yeah, I had one more.
Go ahead, guys.
I know you don't want to like really single out a single guy maybe, but is there maybe a player you're seeing in practice who's playing well that's maybe not being mentioned or not being talked about very much?
I wouldn't say that. I feel like everybody's kind of doing their job right now. We're just trying to figure out what our rotation is going to look like and what we want to do in the future, but I wouldn't just single out anybody. I'd say everybody's doing great.
Mike, I had one more, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
Jackson, I think everybody knows about you as a shooter. You're a really good knockdown shooter, 3-point guy, but you got good length for defense. The other day watching, you look pretty good all around game. What do you think you're shooting, first of all, and then what else do you think you bring to the table?
I'm sorry, will you ask that again?
What do you think of yourself as a shooter, and then what else do you think you bring to the table for the team?
Like I said earlier, shooting and also just kind of trying to do the little things, just making sure that I'm doing my job and my part as a teammate. Because as long as everybody's doing their job, everything will work out for itself. Just making sure everybody's doing their part and doing what they need to will take us a long way.
Do you think with your length on the perimeter, you bring out some pretty good defensive?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like as long as I'm talking, communicating, and just just being active on defense, everything will take care of itself.